Deconstructing religious stuff was actually like the hardest thing for me to do. I don't have a lot of trauma with religion, but I was born and raised a Christian. And the things that came up for me personally is um one, after going through time and space and the dimensions and realms and stuff and realizing that my friends and I were on a phone call and we were like stopping storms and we were helping, you know, people with illnesses and stuff, and it was like, well, if there's a god, because at that point it was like, well, there's a creator god and then there's the, the biblical god, like there's two different ones. At that point, that's what I thought. And I was like, well, if we can do this as humans, we can do this, why the fuck are they not doing it? Where are they? Like, why are they, and why are people giving them praise if they're only giving them praise when things go their way, and people get really mad when, God doesn't like save them. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then it was very much like, it reminded me of doing a school project where I'm putting in all this work. I'm putting in God, it makes me emotional. I'm putting in the man hours, like hours and hours and hours every day to create these healings, to help heal world events, to help figure out spiritual surgery for sickness, to make it a tangible phrase so that people can access it if they want to, but also stay respectful if they don't want to, because I don't want to intrude and I don't want to impose. As a little white girl in Florida doing all these things, I was like, where is this God? If I can do this, where the fuck are they? And then they were getting all the credit. And I was thinking of all the people that worked their asses off for, sports or acting or, whatever the case may be, and they gave the credit there. But even like biblically, it said that it didn't interfere with free will. So they didn't, there's no God there. It was them. It was that person doing the hard work, doing the work. And then group project, this guy in the sky daddy, shows up and takes the credit for it. And I just got really disheartened. Another thing that was really hard for me to break apart is charging for anything, because I have a shit ton of free stuff, and that's like my main thing is free. But like, how could I fully support myself and this practice, because I was doing it like 24/7. I still do it 24/7, and I needed some kind of energy back, and figuring that out and finding the balance of it, that fucked with me when it came to my like Christian background. And then also any kind of financial success in my eyes made me feel like I was evil. And then I'm like, what if I'm straying people the wrong way? Like, and people are listening to me. That's a heavy fucking, cross to bear or whatever. And I released all of that, and I had to realize, like, people are intelligent. And if I'm helping them by helping them with these things, they decide on their own. Again, they are their own God. They make their own fucking choices. If they want to do this, they can. And then some people were like, oh, what you're doing is dangerous. And I'm like, by offering free help? And they're like, well, they're not going to get the care they need. No one is going to sit there in motherfucking pain if this shit is not working and not go see a doctor. That's just fucking stupid. And yeah, people have faith and they have hope or whatever, but like, they're not gonna not do the physical things. Even when I have a massive headache, I can do energy clearing for it, but while I'm trying to figure it out, I'm gonna take a fucking ibuprofen. You know what I mean? I don't know. So a lot of it I had to, like, again, like you said, deconstruct and break it apart. And then I also believed in like good and evil and light and dark. And I realized that that's not true, like, at all. And that our soul actually has so much dark in it. And it eats trauma, and it's like this beautiful, powerful thing that gives you confidence, because I was so love, light, and forgive that I was a fucking doormat. And so I had to heal that aspect as well, and then find all the different parts of myself. And I know you didn't ask for this, but Yeah, there's a little bit. There's more, but that's deconstructing is a lot. And realizing that it's not someone outside of yourself, and then also you can't fuck it up. Like, you can literally just say, undo anything and everything I did that was not in the highest good. And actually, with clients, I'm one of the only practitioners out there, at least that I know of, that at the end of a session with me, I will have them ask their team and their whatever to undo anything that we did that was not in the highest good or wasn't fucking for them. Because I'd rather be wrong and safe than blindly like have confidence about something that wasn't right for them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm totally okay with something being undone if we weren't supposed to fucking do it. And it doesn't happen very often. And if it does, it's like a little bit, and I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Yeah. Morning rant over. Okay, thanks. All right, okay. Bye. I've talked about this lots of times, and I don't mind talking about it again for damn sure. All right, so you wrote, I have a question. You start each healing with spirit. There's more than one spirit. How do we know we're talking to the correct one? And then you said, and how can I personalize the term spirit so I don't feel like I'm calling up some nasty? Okay, so the reason I chose the word spirit is because it was culturally accepted worldwide by the majority. So it was the easiest term. For me, source is a computer, spirit is an access point. It's like talking to Google or Siri. When you say spirit, you are talking to your team. Like your stuff, your spirit team, your ancestors, your guides, whoever your Google search engine is that is just for you. You know how, like, if you type into Google search, it'll bring up like answers that are more skewed to what you want. You know what I'm saying? You know how it's not like completely the best way to research things because it's like off of your personal preference. That's what this is. But another reason for me that I chose like all of my stuff to be encompassed in the word spirit is because like I didn't want to ask just one spirit guide and the other one's not give me the answer because I'm just talking to one person. So if I was just like, hey, my spirit team member that removes blockages, and they're like, yep, how can I help you? And I'm like, hey, can you like, why do I have a thing for this? And they're like, I don't know, maybe it's this. And the one that actually knows over here is like, this is a mechanical issue. This has nothing to do with blockages. Like, but I mean, they didn't ask me. So, I don't know. So that's why I say spirit. But you're more than welcome to change the verbiage. Sometimes I leave it out. Sometimes I just do emojis. So I don't start each healing with spirit. And then if it's in my highest good, the reason I put that is my own personal firewall. Because if it's not my highest good, I don't fucking want it. I don't want to just do some random person's healing on TikTok or something. I want it only if it's good for me. If it's not good for me, get that shit away from me. You know what I'm saying? But the healings and stuff, it's like a skeletal system for you to like adapt it and change it for your preference. If you wanted to speak to just a specific, like, hey team, or you could say universe or Gaia or ancestors or my angels or my demons or my higher self. I have lots of opinions about that as well, but it will work. It will work for what you want. You can change the verbiage how you like. Or you can say, my spirit, like my spirit team. You can adapt it that way. The reason I have more to say on this is because you are your own higher self. And like that goes into a lot of things because like the human is the one that drives the ship. We're the ones that make the decision. And like, we're the ones that address the spirit team. We're the ones that ask them to do the things. We're the ones doing the research, asking Google, asking the source computer to navigate and take us to the things. We're the ones that open the portals. We're the ones that do it. The human is. So that goes into a lot of things. I hope I answered everything for you. Okay, bye.